Hello, it's me, Uttermost Ghost, your friendly host, broadcasting to you from this ethereal post to entertain you to the utmost, or as utmost as I am approximately able upon this day. Hello, Necros, thank you for being the alpha and the omega of the stream. I apologize, the hat pads aren't working. I don't know why the fuck they're not. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I'm sorry my voice is gonna be a little weird, cause I have a very, and you were Brias, hello, how are you? I have a very sore throat because it was so dry. It was so dry in the city. I went to the city because I had to see my doctors. To see my doctor. And we got some good news. We got some incredibly good news, okay? So I'm actually kind of excited. But I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. Cause we went in on Monday. Cause I had a neurologist appointment on Monday. And then I had my leggy injection appointment on Tuesday. Too hot out? I agree. Cause on Monday, when we were driving to the city, I got heat exhaustion.
Oh boy, what flavor?
Muted due to training.
But still, thank you for 100 bits. What flavor of heat exhaustion? The painful kind. The painful kind. I managed to fight through it. I did. I fought through it. But by the end of the day, I was just curled up on the hotel bed because my head was just pounding. It was so bad. I was just like, I was getting a migraine. I had to get Goji to go downstairs to buy headache medicine from the front desk. But I didn't have to go to the front desk because there's actually like stores and stuff in the hotel. So we went to that and got me headache medicine. And then like a few hours later, I was cognizant and able to be a human. I can't remember. I think it was that day. So, okay. Goji hates driving in the city. But we have to drive in the city to get me to my appointments. Because, like, the hotel we stay at is, like, on the outskirts. So it's kind of easy for him to get in. Because, like, we have a route that is easy for him. But to get to... I didn't hate driving in Canadian City. I didn't hate driving in the Canadian, like in Edmonton where we were. I didn't hate driving there because like people are actually not insane. I hate driving in DFW. Cause like people are fucking crazy. I've told this story before. I don't know if everybody here was here when I told this story before. But yeah, like when Goji and I were dating and I went to pick him up once from DFW because we flew in to visit. And we are driving back from the airport to where Mama and Papa Pa's lived and where I lived at that time. We're driving out of the airport and this 18-wheeler just like fucking blows past us, and down the side of the trailer are the like big block letters, Jesus is Lord. And then he like pulls in front of us. So and there's a lot of traffic at this point. I had to slam on the brakes so he would not hit us. And on the back of the trailer is this sign that says, "Are you ready to meet your maker?" No, Mr. 18-wheeler, I'm not. I'm not. I've never actually driven in Houston. I've never driven in Houston. Driven in a lot of places, but not Houston. I never lived in that area, so I didn't have to deal with it. I did have to deal with DFW traffic a lot because that's where I had to go for medical stuff when I lived in the States. And it's also where we went for going to the airport. But yeah, so we had the truck that was like, "Are you ready to meet your maker?" We also had the last time that Goji and I went and visited Mama and Papa Pla's house. This was like years ago now, before I even started streaming. They picked us up from the airport in like a rented van, because they were picking up us and Brother Plus. So yeah, and Mama and Papa Plus mostly drive smaller cars, so having like 5 adults in one of their tiny cars would have been uncomfortable. So they rented a van to come pick us up. It was very nice of them. And I was glad that Papa Plus was driving, because we're like going down the highway. We're out of DFW, so you know the traffic isn't as crazy. And then a truck of some description, I don't remember whether, I don't think it was like quite an 18-wheeler, but it was a bigger truck, and just this piece of metal just broke off from underneath that truck, like flipped, bounced on the highway, and then hit the skid plate on the van. And we were just like, at least we're not driving a small car. There's also the time that we were driving there, and like one of those, you know, they're like the road construction guys who are supposed to set up the lights and be like, this area, like, warning, this area is under construction. He just like booked it across like a 4-lane highway. Okay, you don't even have your blinker on. You're just going. You're just expecting everybody to move out of your way. We're all going 75, and you're just expecting everybody. Some people are going 80. You're just expecting people to move out of your way. Okay. Okay, you've taken a lot of lives into your own hands, and thankfully nobody that I saw crashed. Thankfully. So anyway, Goji hates driving the city. Thankfully, Edmonton drivers are a lot nicer. I like Edmonton drivers. They're very reasonable. Every time that I drove there, it was nice, but Goji hates driving the city, and I'm not going to force him to do so. But we stay on a hotel on the outskirts, and my neurologist place is like in the middle of the city. So of course we get there, call a cab. Guy's nice, but like, okay, so I have trouble. I'm in a wheelchair. I have trouble getting into and out of cars. And taxis, while they are typically like a standard set thing, are difficult for me to get into and out of. Last time I went to the city for medical stuff, I ended up falling underneath the taxi while trying to get out of it at the end. This time, thankfully, no falls. No accidental, almost roadkills. We're good. Amazing, better balance this time. Good job, me. But yeah, I did last time. taxis. Talking taxis that are just licensed car. Like yellow cabs and stuff. Some of them are like van size, but because my wheelchair is folded, like can fold up, we don't need specialty, so we can just call a normal cab. But yeah, we got there. The first appointment was actually quite good because we got some news. We got some news that I'm gonna have to explain a little bit. Okay, I see. Yeah, there are some of those in Canada, but like the majority of them are either sedan style or kind of like SUV style. And then you have to call for specialties. So I'm gonna explain some stuff before we get into the actual news. What I have is relapsing remitting multiple sclerosis. Relapsing remitting is the most common form, and it is the mildest form. And what it means is that you have periods where your brain is being damaged, and that's called a relapse. And your symptoms get worse and worse and worse. I have been in a relapse for the last like 10 years. And then remission is what happens when your brain is not being damaged. And when you're in remission, you can do stuff like regain skills, regain dexterity, learn to walk again. So I've been trying to learn to walk while in relapse. While my brain is actively being damaged. The dots have not stopped. The dots have not stopped. Except we got some good news. And according to the last 2 brain scans, I am now in full remission, which means I'm no longer getting brain damage. Like active brain damage. So the doctor said, see, now is the time you want to relearn to walk. Oh, you mean I've been like, it's like you haven't been wasting effort, but a little bit misplaced. Oh, okay. I'm finally at a point where I can start rebuilding things. I can start rebuilding my manual dexterity, my focus, and my ability to walk. This is kind of a big deal, because it means that I'm not being moved onto secondary progressive, which is the second most common but worse version. So I'm excited. I've been prescribed a whole bunch of exercises and physio that I have to do now. But there's hope. There's hope that I can get back to walking with a cane eventually. And then he goes, yeah, you don't even need an MRI this year. Because I'm confident that you're good. Just if anything changes, you have to tell us. I'm like, okay. And then he prescribed a whole bunch of he ordered blood tests because I have been a little bit of a bad patient. I've been supposed to be going to the hospital to get blood taken every 6 months, and I haven't. The last blood they have is from a year ago, and they're like, no, you need more blood taken. I was like, oh, okay. So we go to the basement where the vampires live, and and the nurse calls my doctor a ghoul. And I'm sitting there like, okay. The Sundrake, thank you for that vote. Thank you for perceiving a ghost. I appreciate it. I'm just like, okay, well, I don't think he's a ghoul, but okay. And then we go back to where they're gonna take my blood. And the first vampire should look, I can't find your veins. He's like, I want to use the veins on the back of your hand. And I was like, no. Like very visible veins on the back of my hand. But I also have visible veins on my forearm. And she won't go for that. She's like, no, because I don't know why she won't go for them, but she wouldn't go for them. Then eventually she went for them. But then she missed. And so she was just digging around my arm for several minutes. Like, great. Thanks. And she still couldn't find it. So she pulls the needle out and goes for another and can't find that one either. So at this point, I'm starting to get nauseous. And I'm like, I pull it out. Pull the needle out. Pull the needle out. No, they're not even bulging. They're just visible because my skin is very pale. So they're just, she can see the blue. And so she's like, yes, that. And I'm like, no. So she has to call a different vampire. And they go to the other arm. And they're like, well, I'm just going to make a vein show up. And she did. She got it first try. She just let it boop. And then filled the tubes. And I was like, sweet. Can I leave now? And she's like, yeah. I was like, hey. Arms just covered in like the stickies. Cause of how many times the first vampire just couldn't find it. I was supposed to go to hospital. We didn't go to the hospital. We went to the hotel, and then we had delicious Chinese food, a succulent Chinese meal. And then I curled up in a ball in the room and cried. I didn't cry. I just laid there while Gladiator played on the TV. And I remembered how creepy Joaquin Phoenix can be. But on the ride back to the hotel from the doctors, we had a taxi driver who was just fucking wild. He was just insane. He was like, he kept going, who's the boss? And we were like, what? And he was like, who's the boss? You gotta tell me who's the boss. I'm Matthew. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck do you mean who's the boss? Well, who's gonna pay? Oh, he's gonna pay. Oh, he is the boss. See, Trudeau says that women are the boss. And we're just like, okay. And then it starts talking about bullet trains and how we need bullet trains to connect Calgary and Edmonton, and how Elon Musk is gonna build the bullet trains. And we're just like, okay. I just wanna go and get a succulent Chinese meal and then lay down. That's all I wanna do. Also, doubt. Yeah, no, he's not gonna build the bullet trains. What fucking bullet train? What bullet train, Mr. Man? I don't know. This was a taxi driver. He was just going off on how on weird stuff, and then he found out that I was born in the US, and he started talking about stuff like that. And I was like, no, I like it better here. And he was just like mad. But he also wasn't born in Canada. Like, he wasn't born over here. He's from a different country. And I'm like, well, what? Did you want to move to the US? And he was like, yes. So I'm like, okay. Fucking weird. I don't know. The next day was more well, I have to tell you some bad news. So we went to West Edmonton Mall. Well, part of it's good news. Went to West Edmonton Mall, and the pirate ship in the middle of the mall is just covered in pride flags. And Goji goes, "That has never looked more fabulous." Like, yeah. But there were no Drifloon plushies anywhere in the mall. And we looked. We looked on the first floor and on the second floor. And, you know, we could theoretically go to the third floor to look for them, but that's just the theater. So they probably won't have Drifloons. I was sad. And they also didn't have a face hugger plushie. And so when I came home, I decided, fuck it, I'm going to order a face hugger plushie because I deserve it. Because I've wanted one for a long time and I have the money and I deserve it. So I went on Amazon because that's the only place that I know that has them that I can buy it from. And I went to go order it and it was like, sorry, you're too rural. The fuck do you mean I'm too rural? I want a face hugger. I want a face hugger. Are you gonna tell me that a planet in the middle of nowhere gets face huggers and I can't have a face hugger? To get a face hugger plushie delivered to rural for delivery, because now they're wanting to change it so that you only get deliveries in like city centers. Hi, the Pope, how's it going? So I don't get a face hugger. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I just wanted a face hugger. I just wanted one. I would hug it and I'd be happy. But it's saying no. It's saying no. Even though. Like, why would the face hugger not love to be in rural Alberta? I know there aren't many people, but there are a lot of animals. There are so many animals that could have so much of a fun time. But no, they say no. They say it has to be a city center. Fuck you. I'm gonna fucking order it to a friend's house and then have them send it to me. I don't know. Last thing we need. That would be terrifying. I'm going to be honest with you. That would be fucking terrifying. You think an alien bear hybrid scary? No, alien moon's fucking scary. Yeah, so I don't get my sucker and I don't get my Drifloon because Drifloon's sold out and we need more ghost Pokemon. I can't get a Litwick, I can't get a Drifloon. I have a Mimikyu. I have that one. Alien Colt, what? Drop bear but shiny. Yeah! Look, I think that aliens are cute. Baba! Thank you for the raid. How's it going? What were you playing today? Welcome in Raiders. I am Outermost Ghost. I'm a Possum Ghost VTuber plus a variety of games. Today we are going to... Oh, thank you for doing the shout out. Thank you, Necros. Today we're going to be playing Fallout 3 in a little bit. However, I'm talking about my adventures in the city, and I haven't gotten to the silliest parts yet. I was just complaining about the lack of face huggers because I can't get a face hugger plushie in redacted Alberta. I can't. They don't have it at West Edmonton Mall, and I can't order it to me because they say no. They're like, no, it's too rural. Aw. Helldivers! I'm excited that Helldivers 2 finally, okay, so we might actually play Helldivers 2 again because they unblocked it in all of the regions they initially blocked it in. Finally, like a year out. So I'm like, I can do democracy in the future. Because here's the other part of it. I have a new game that is my obsession that we'll be playing on Saturday. We'll be playing FPC Firebreak on Saturday because unfortunately the pause collab is delayed. We were initially going to be playing Repo with a whole bunch, like a few possum VTubers, and we were going to have fun. But it's delayed due to unforeseen circumstances. So we're going to be playing FBC Firebreak. It's going to be myself, Mauser, and Goji, and then the Pulp is going to switch out with Goji. About like an hour in, I want to say. Who fell in the toilet? Hold on, who fell in the toilet? I don't know. Probably though. But yeah, I don't get to. I'm sad. I don't get to have a facehugger plushie. I'm glad. You know what I might do? You know what I might do? It's gonna be the most convoluted way to do this. Order the facehugger plushie to Chris's house, and have Chris ship it from the UK. No, I'm not gonna do that. That'd be dumb. That'd be dumb. That would be dumb. It would be funny, but it'd be dumb. Yeah, so the first day of being in the city ended with me suffering from my heat exhaustion and just being curled in a ball on the bed. While Gladiator played on the TV because we couldn't find HLN network to watch oh god, what is that? Forensic Files. And Food Network, for whatever reason, on the TV is not correct. So we just watched that until we found HLN later on in the night, and then we got to watch Forensic Files. And I gotta say, because we don't watch TV, we watch streamers and we watch YouTube videos. We don't watch TV, so we don't imbibe ads. And so we were just a single Paul at the at how shit the ads are now. Like, to be fair, I don't remember many advertisements from childhood, because when I was small and ads would come on, we would just mute the TV, right? And then you go do something else during the ads. Like, you go use the washroom, or you go, I don't know, microwave a potato or something. I don't know what you did, but we didn't watch TV much when I was growing up. we had a TV time limit, and the TV time limit for us when we were little was 30 minutes. Unless it was Friday, because on Friday nights there was a Star Trek Next Generation marathon on some network, and my parents are big Star Trek fans, and so they were like, and we're all gonna sit down as a family and watch Star Trek. But still, I don't remember many advertisements, but like, I don't remember them being absolutely shit. But now they're just bad. They're just bad. What the fuck is wrong with what the fuck is wrong with things? What is going on? Why are they so shit? Why are they like mind-numbingly dumb? Who are these ads for? I don't even remember the ads. I just know that they were bad. I don't know. So the next day we went to WEM, and I couldn't find Drifloon, and I couldn't find a facehugger, and I was sad. But we went to my next appointment, where I got my I had to get injections in my leggies, because that was the other point of going. I have to get injections in my leggies every 3 to 4 months to help with the pain and help with the freakouts that they have, because they have muscle spasms and stuff. The doctor for that, he is about my age. He's about the age that Goji and I are. So we have a pretty good rapport. He's only, well, he's like a younger daughter, but like we have a good rapport, and we laugh and make jokes and stuff. But they don't have anything to hold the limb that's getting the injections, which is kind of dangerous, especially for people with severe spasticity like me, because at pain, my leg just goes. And there's no guarantee of which direction it's gonna move. It might move forward, it might move backwards. This time it decided to move both at various times. And so Goji had to be a vice grip and hold my leg. So because of how strong my leg muscles are and because of the way that they move, I actually now have handprint bruises on my leg because he had to really brace it really bad. And I'm really glad that I don't have to go the physio, because they would look at the bruises and they'd go, is this a sex thing? And I don't want to talk. I don't want to have to explain to them that my husband had to hold my leg hostage while the doctor did the Botox injections. So I would just, in awkwardness, be like, yes. Cause what do you do? What? You have handprint bruises and your doctor's looking at your leg and they're gonna be like, it's one it's one of two things. It's either abuse or it's sex. Which one? And I'm gonna be like, it's sex. because it was neither. And we had, yeah, anyway. So, small warning, this is a little bit medical and involves, needles, so warning if you don't like that. I totally understand if you need to dip out for a sec. We'll I don't know how long this will be going. I don't think too long, but yeah. So what I have to get is ultrasound guided injections into the nerve clusters in my leg to stop and apparently I'm getting the max dosage every time because my spasticity is very severe. So we get set up and he puts on the jelly and he's starting to do it and he has the needle and he goes, not ready, not ready, not ready. And then he turns and leaves. Okay, what's going on? Comes back, he was like, so I had the blunted needles on. And we can't do that with blunt. Ghostie, would you like blunt needles? I was like, no. Okay, we're not using the blunt needle. We still have the ones for filling the syringes, not the ones for injecting. So thankfully he saw that before anything happened. Holy shit, that would have been very painful. And it's always scary after you get the injections because for a little bit there's no blood coming out. But I have to wear leg braces. So you put the leg braces back on, you go get in the taxi, go back to the hotel, get in the car, go start the 5-hour drive home. And when you get home and you take off your braces and your leg and the inside of the braces is just smeared with blood. There's just blood everywhere and you're just going, You weren't. I had band-aids. And you weren't bleeding at the doctor's office. Why the fuck? Yeah, so I just look like a horror show. You know, just get all the needles, get all the blood out. Vampires are happy. I think my blood is cherry flavored. But Goji's wondering if it's blue raspberry. I don't know. I just... Overall, good visit. Overall, good news. I don't have any scary surgeries coming up. One of the things we were worried about is that I would have to get like a pump put in my spine to put medication in it to stop the spasticity. But so far, they think that because I'm finally in remission, that won't be necessary, because they're like, if you just do the exercises. Specifically, putting baclofen pump into spine and that stuff. I had to. I was on baclofen for a long time before, and on pill form, and it was not good for me. I hate being medically high. And I had to wean myself off of it because it is a benzodiazepine. And if you stop it, then you can, like, suddenly you can get, like, seizures and hallucinations and all of that. I weaned myself off slowly so that I wouldn't. And we're all good. Sweet. But if it's going into your spine and you're having trouble and you live 5 hours from the nearest place that can help you, that's not really a good thing. So I have to not do, I have to do everything to not get that far. But yeah, so that was my trip. I got home and Goji and I, we bought chicken nuggies on the way home because we were like, fuck it, we're having nuggies. Got home, had nuggies. Goji had bought me my favorite store cookies. And so I just had those and we watched, I don't remember who we watched. Well, we watched somebody and I was just like, yay. I was so dead at the end of the day. I talked to some of my friends, and so if I talk to you on Tuesday night, I am sorry, I was very out of it. I don't think I said anything I wasn't supposed to, but I was very yeah, I think it's time we can switch over to Fallout 3. Fallout through the Fallout with me. And then this, and we go like brains, finishing up wasteland survival. But I don't know how long we'll be going today, just because my throat is really fucked. My throat is fucked. Ghostie's throat is sad because it was... I was about to say because it was warm, but that doesn't make throat sad. It was dry. Fucking dry. I didn't have all of my stuff. How about my stuff? So much. I have so many things installed that I'm not playing lately. Okay, come on. Yeah. Excuse me. So we're gonna be continuing doing our Wasteland Survival Guide. You know, some of you dislike Moira. Oh, the Android. We have to become a cripple! Hold on. Oh, where's the minefield, though? Hold on. I thought the minefield was a place we went. It is! I don't remember. Oh no, I'm not able to unlock things that are very hard. If you guys have a phobia that is my phobia, don't worry because I am, I added the mod to get rid of the phobia. Want to set the world on fire. I would like to start a flame in your heart. In my heart I have but one desire, and that is to set the world on fire. Mole rats. They're dead. I would take a sandwich. And by sandwich I mean bath. Well, see, now I have to find a place. We gotta find a mine that I didn't disarm. Or possibly we go back and we set a mine and we walk over it. Oh, hey, there's one. Hold on. Yay, I'm crippled! Does that count? Hold on. Yay! We did it, chat! We're crippled.
Yeah, you need something?
Jeez. Jeez. I know I'm a crippled. I don't game. Demo's mean and is calling me a cripple. To be fair, I call me a cripple. You know what, game? Forgiven.
Well, how do you feel?
This really hurts, you know.
Oh, I know it does, dear. But it's for a good cause. Try not to squirm so much while I take notes.
Okay.
Now, how would you describe the pain you're feeling? Any advice for how to keep it from being overwhelming? And remember, this is for posterity.
Despite my glossary of expletives, nothing properly sums up my pain.
You? At a loss for words? Oh, it's worse than I thought. Luckily, I'm here to patch you up. Now hold still and quit fidgeting. Ugh. How can you be walking around like this?
I can't! I'm a cripple.
Okay. I even stitched a little smiley face in you to keep up your spirits. It's kind of hard to see from your side, though. Here, take this environment suit of mine. It will help with medical tasks, and it should help prevent the effects of exposure, too.
Just my imagination, or does that complete the second chapter?
Oh, it's very real and very complete. I think I'm really capturing that sly and stylish way you have of getting around problems out there. Of course, I worry I'll write with too much style and not enough substance. So keep bringing me back good research, and that won't be a problem.
Okay.
Here's your payment. I know ammo isn't really
What
your
do you
style,
mean ammo's not my
but it
style?
is excellent bartering.
Okay, I'm ready to start researching.
The last chapter's a bit more esoteric. It's about the survival of humanity as a whole and how to rebuild society. Deep stuff, huh?
I like
You
Moira.
need to know how large settlements are formed, how to harness the old technology, and I'll need you to get ancient history from a nearby library.
Yeah,
We're
me.
in the last stretch now, so let's finish it up strong. What's first?
Researching local history.
Don't be so sure. You'd be surprised how confused people get, even about important things. In this case, I'm talking about Rivet City. It's the most successful survivor settlement around, but no one here really knows how it started. Of course, that's
Okay.
why it's important
Well,
to know.
we'll do that. Sounds reasonable.
Oh, now I can't wait.
Okay, what do you have for sale?
Sure thing.
Have you you have not refreshed your caps. Can you repair my stuff?
Unless it's as deep.
I have a power fist? I didn't know I had a power fist. Okay. Now, do you have money that I can use to get back?
Sure thing.
You do! Yippee, okay. Clobbering time? Maybe. Maybe. I'll use my next. No! My money! Is there anything she has that I want? I'm not dying, you're dying. Railway spikes. I could sell her own repellent stick. Do that. Shady hat. No, I'll keep the shady hat. I'm a possum with a shotgun. Don't know how I got one. But I know that they will never get it back. Hookshot's a good way to keep my garbage safe. Step the heck away from my track.
Good hunting.
Okay, goodbye.
Hey, anything going on?
Hi.
I probably shouldn't be talking to you. Billy says I get to.
Okay, I have to go. I'm... You... Okay, that's a shotgun.
You want something?
Yeah, I'm really excited about Saturday because
Hello.
I really want to play FBC Firebreak. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited, chat. Also, I recognize I'm probably breaking sequence by going this way instead of like following main quest and ending up in Rivet City that way. But like, come on, what else am I supposed to do? You expect a possum to follow your instructions? Fuck you. Fuck you. Eh. We'll be taking a break pretty quick here, because I think ads are going to be coming in. So we will be taking a break, but after that, we'll just continue on with this. I want to go for at least another hour. We'll see how my voice holds up, because we weren't able to have, like, my usual tea with honey and stuff. So my voice did suffer while we were away. And I think you can hear a little bit, but like, well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I will be taking tomorrow off just because I do need to have a day where I'm just not talking. Yeah, ads are coming. Okay. I do need to have a day where I'm not talking whatsoever. So that's gonna be tomorrow, because we're gonna be live on Saturday with FBC Firebreak, and then after FBC Firebreak, we'll have Sunday off, but I have stuff I gotta do. And then, I'm gonna be live 5 days in a row. Gonna be live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, because then I'm gonna be gone for a week because Mama and Papa Boss are gonna be here. Llama, am I nervous about Mama and Papa Boss being here? Incredibly. But, we gotta deal with it. Okay. Hi, pies. Come over here. Alright, chat, please get yourself a snack, a drink, stretch your leggies, and we will see you in just a moment. Barb! We have returned. Hello. Also, Monkey Boy, thank you for that rice pack. Okay, before we continue, I just want to real quick say some stuff. So next week is going to be mostly what we're mostly going to be doing next week is fundraising for Gamers Outreach. We are part of VTuber SummerSlam, which is a big event. It's a big step. I don't know if you guys were here when I was talking about how, like, I hit 1,000 and all of a sudden it seemed like people were just like, hey, Ghostie, hey, Ghostie, hey, Ghostie. I'm like, ah! Not mad about it, I'm just, you know. Anyway, we will be fundraising on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday next week for Gamers Outreach, which is a charity that provides video games and video game paraphernalia and things to sick children in hospital. And this is a very, to me, a very important thing. And we'll talk more about why that is when it's the actual time for the fundraiser. But what I'll be doing is I'll be playing Fallout New Vegas challenge run, where we'll be trying to do all of the DLCs on hardcore mode. And yeah, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Hopefully we can raise some money for charity. I'm excited and I hope that it all works out. Okay, let's get back to the game. Yeah. I had to drink the water. I had a tea this morning. I had a tea with 2 teaspoons of honey, which is like double what I should typically have, but like my throat hurts so bad, and I don't want to bug Goji and be like, Goji, let me throat lozenges. They'd be like, Ghostie, please, for a lozenge. Why for a lozenge for a ghost? I'd be like, because I'm cute. Cause I'm a possum with a shotgun. No, buddy, you have to come to me. Don't know how I got one. Oh shit, never mind. But I know that they will never get it back. Buckshot's a good way to keep my garbage safe. Step the heck away from my trash. And I wanna see it stop, scream, and cry. Tonight you'll never live when. So just give in. I know you're not a believer. So join the throng and sing along. I am becoming a redeemer. They say before you start a war, you better know what you signed up for, or you will end up face down on the floor if you try to get to me. Tragedy you'll be. I'm a possum with a shotgun. Don't know how I got one, but I know that they will never get it back. Buckshot's a good way to keep my garbage safe. Step the heck away from my trash. I wanna sleep and thrive. I wanna eat my trash. They say before start a war, you better know what you signed up for, or you will end up face down on the floor if you try to get to me. A tragedy you'll be.
When you turn up,
I really need to make a cover of that. I'm gonna be honest. I really want to, but I don't really know how. I don't have a lot of money. I am a poor disabled opossum. But I would like to do stuff like that. I would like to make some parody cover songs for you guys. Cause I think it'd be funny and fun. And I think you guys would like it. I hope you guys would like it. I mean, I'd have fun. Oh, here we go. Hello? Okay, we want to put a lot into lockpick. Well, 45 in, and then we'll put the rest in speech. Scoundrel. Okay, that's not bad. You gain an additional skill point. Ooh, I like that one. Do you like child at heart? See, we don't want that. Gun nut. That would not be bad. I think we're gonna do this though. Right, no sickle rats. Dead person. No! Believe this? Not allowed. Not allowed to open things. Believe this shit. See, the problem is I won't remember to come back and try all these things. Oh my god, my voice hurts so much. But yeah, we should be after Mama and Papa Boss leave. Sorry, back to what I was saying. So Monday, Tuesday is gonna be normal. Then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that's going to be the event. Who's down here? Fun. I can't get there. Too sticky. And then I will be gone for a week. Because Mama and Papa Boss are gonna be here. And get under some cover, maybe. And I'm not gonna be streaming while Mama and Papa Boss are here. Just because I don't want them to be involved in this, right? So we're not gonna do that. And instead, we're gonna be coming back on July 5th with the Opossum collab. Which at least currently I am still gonna see if I can get one more possum into this, cause I'm gonna be honest, I think it'd be so cool if we could get one more possum. But currently is gonna be myself, Allness, Fluffy Flowy, Nelly and Grits, and Awesome Possum. We're gonna play some Repo and we're gonna have fun. And I'm excited for that. I've been trying to get the Possum collab together for like Hi, Rebound! I've been trying to get this Possum collab together for months. This is like 6 months in the making. So I'm just like, oh god. But we're making it happen. We are making it happen, and I am proud of us. I am proud of having all these possums gather in one place. Oh shit. I don't want to be seen. Please. I'm a small possum. You know, this might be time to use a stealth boy. So, like, I wanted it to be this weekend, but unforeseen circumstances stopped that from happening. So instead of it being this weekend, it'll be on July 5th. We'll get to be with all of... Okay, not all of the possums, but some of the possums. Imagine if we got, like, every single possum VTuber that said yes. That would be like, yes. And we got every single one of them, and we're like, hey, you opossums, come be with us. And then there were like 20 opossums screaming in a room. Like 20 of them. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine 20 whole possums? 20 of them. Screaming. Together in unison, but not actually in unison, because we would all like scream in our own place.
Please, do you have any water? I'm so thirsty. Please.
Do I have water? I do not have water. I have whiskey.
Welcome to Rivet City. Please wait while the bridge extends.
And then this was like ridiculously quiet.
Can't take it anymore.
I only have whiskey, I'm sorry.
Hold it right there. State your business in Rivet City.
I'm doing research on the city's history.
Research, huh? I can't help you there. But you're free to ask around inside. Just don't start any trouble.
Okay. Why did you all decide to live on this rusty old tub?
We're the safest, most secure city in the wasteland. Nothing can get in here without our say-so.
You know about Rivet City's history?
I don't exactly have time to worry about the history around here, now do I? I've got to worry about what's happening on it now.
Okay. Thank you for the help.
Carry on, then.
You know about the history?
I'm on duty. Make it quick.
Oh. Goodbye.
Bye.
Market! Yeah, I would love to have an army of possums. Can you imagine? We would just like be like, constantly. It'd be so
This here
cool.
is Flack and Shrapnel's gun shop. Pretty catchy, huh?
But they're all in lousy
I don't
conditions.
put the good stuff out on the table. If you're interested, I can show you the stuff in the locker. Need to do some...
I have so many pistols. Oh, I want this one. This one's mine. I can have that one. I might sell you that, but I don't know yet. What do you have that I would want? I have a combat shot. Well, I mean, I could hold on. What? Okay, so we could get a combat shotgun here. And then we sell him the mini nuke. Yeah.
Thanks. Fred, I can't help you, pal. Been here for years, but all I know about the history is that it's a safe place to settle down. Maybe Bannon can help you out. He sure acts like he knows it all.
Okay. Goodbye.
If you want a gun, you've come to the right place.
Welcome to Potomac Attire. I am Bannon, proprietor and city council member.
Hi,
I carry
Bannon.
discriminating attire for discriminating customers.
I see you're also a person of refinement.
Between you and me, keeping out the riffraff is good for business.
I'm Riff Raff, hello. Can I ask you about Rivet City's history?
Why, I practically set this whole place up. When I got here 12 years ago, it was just a handful of dead-enders squatting in a rusted-out rowboat. Now I'm on the council, and with my leadership, we're the strongest settlement in the wastes. Of course, a few of those dead-enders still stick around, but who'd want to leave?
Hasn't Rivet City been around longer than 12 years?
Well, yes, but it was hardly any place of importance until I arrived on the scene. That's all ancient history now. No one would ever care about it. If you insist on wasting your time on that, you could try that bartending old crone down below, Belle Bonnie.
Okay. Been a
Come
pleasure.
back.
Bar changing.
I'll be right with you.
Good to see you.
Hi, I
Any
need to
trouble in
know
this area?
May I take your order?
where I can go to the bar.
Please.
May I take your order?
Bartending crone below. I need a bar. I'm gonna okay, so I actually don't drink alcohol. I just don't. It's not that I think that it's bad. It's more just it doesn't pertain to me. If that makes sense. I need a bar. Can you tell me?
This place could use a few more people willing to work. Everything is falling apart. I'm the only one willing to fix it. Cut it out.
Can you tell me what the bar is? None of this is a bar. The Muddy Rudder. I forgot what I was saying, and I do apologize. It's hard to keep a train of thought running. Hi.
I'm Belle Bonnie, and this is the Muddy Rudder.
Oh yeah,
I'll tell you what I tell all
alcohol.
the fresh meat.
I don't
Don't
like
start anything down
alcohol.
here.
I don't
I'll
like
have Brock
addictive
kick your
substances
ass.
or anything, but I do have a desire to write a character who is like heavily addicted to things. Nice place you have here.
You must be drunk. Are you gonna order or what?
How many stories about this place's history?
History? What, not enough shit around here already? You need to dig up more? Don't know if it ever had an official start. It's just been here forever. Stuck in the river and full of assholes.
Cause Bannon said he ordered the entire place.
Huh. Why, that lying son of a bitch. He wasn't even born when I got here. Want to know this tub's history? Only person who really knows it is Pinkerton. And most think he's dead or gone. He's holed up in the other half of the ship, and he don't like visitors. He'll set you straight.
I'll have a drink.
What'll you have?
I'm gonna buy your stim packs. And I don't think I want a whiskey. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't think I want a whiskey. But yeah, I always think like, oh, I'm making this character who really likes. Hi, Altarian, how's it going? Wait, what you were eating by a? Why were you eaten by a worm? I'm like, I'm gonna have this character who really drinks a lot or does whatever, and then I don't do anything with that because like I don't actually know what it's like.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Oh, I see.
I'll be right.
I see. I understand. Liza, welcome in. Thank you for the 100 bets, by the way. I know I said it when you did it, but like, you were in training. Well, that's not helpful. I guess I could look at the world map and see which one. Because that one would be southwest. And so we would want to go southwest.
Evening.
Evening. Well, no, not playing, but I'm talking about writing. Like, if I want to write a character, cause like, what I was saying was that I always have this desire to have a character who, like, has an addiction problem. But the only thing that I've ever actually had that is technically, like, oh, this was an addiction, was when they put me on the baclofen, and then I had to wean off of them, but, like, I didn't have any desire to take them. Like, there was no, like, oh man, I really want to take this. There was no, you know, need for it, if that makes sense. Hold on. I don't remember how to get over there. Ah! Fine. Fine. Yes, ship noises. I know that there are noises. We're highly irradiated. I was gonna try and walk over there. There has to be a way in without like needing it to be very, very hard. There has to be, because there are multiple solutions to a problem, right? There have to be multiple solutions to a problem. So, there has to be a way in that is not very hard way in. Right? Why is there a weird invisible wall there? Hate it. We'll do that. And our reds aren't that bad. We'll be fine. Also, I gotta say, on the subject of FBC Firebreak, which we will be playing on Saturday. I've looked at a lot of reviews because it was like, oh, mixed reviews. It's like, why are they mixed? Because people are dumb. I'm stuck. Because people are dumb. That's why they're mixed. People are sitting there like, this isn't Control. It's like, no, it's not. And they said it wasn't. And they were like, hey, this is a way that maybe you could play a game with your friends who aren't, you know, already in on this, and you can introduce them to it if they like this type of game. So, like, I think that people are just dumb or, like, willfully ignorant. Willfully stupid? Is it ignorance or stupidity? I don't know, but one of them, and it pisses me off because, like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Honestly and truly, what the fuck? What do you expect? What do you think is gonna happen when they make a game that they say in all of their material, hey, this isn't like the other games we've made. We're kind of like doing this thing that's different. But we hope you still find fun. And all of your reviews are, this isn't the same game. Fuck you. We know they're working on Control 2. There is no issue with them doing something else in the meantime. And you motherfuckers aren't willing to let the studio evolve at its own pace. And the other thing, they're like, well, they say they only release this many maps, but this other thing that has been live for years have been that many maps. And they're gonna release more later this year, but like, why not now? Like, fuck you. Fuck you, you played for 2 hours. You have not played through all of the maps and all of the difficulties and all of the things in 2 fucking hours. That I will fight you. And you will win because I am in a wheelchair and, you know, all of that. And, but you'll look bad, Shifty Eyes Let's Wedding. You'll look bad cause you're fighting a woman in a wheelchair. Look, it's all I have. It's all I have. It's the only defense I have. Okay? That's all I have. No! Yeah, they're making it illegal. I just want to get over there and ask the man some questions, but I don't have the skills to have a better lockpick. What do we do? Hey.
I'm Diego, the acolyte for St. Monica's.
Oh.
Father Clifford.
I don't care. Goodbye. Bridge tower. But the problem I'm having is I want to go over here. I want to go the other half of the ship. Yeah. Maybe if I like go down here. I didn't realize that was not. I have to fucking go around again. It's so irradiated. I'll be such an irradiated possum by the end of this. I'm gonna have so many heads. Like 27. I have like 27 heads. By the logic of this game. I was trying to turn on my flashlight. Because it is quite dark. But apparently I cannot. Hold on. Nope. Not while I'm moving. I am hoping that I'm going in the direction of land. I know that I am being irradiated. Wow, okay. Okay, hold on. Just gonna go straight. What do you mean I can't go in that direction? We're gonna get on land, we're gonna turn on our fucking flashlight. Finally. Okay, we can kinda see. One thing I've noticed is that while I've been away, it's become I'm getting motion sick again. When I feel like I've been pretty good for a while now about not getting motion sick anymore while playing these games. But I was playing Voices of the Void last night, and I just got so motion sick that I had to leave really early, and I was sad. I was sad. Do you think we can go up to...
Is there a problem?
I'm lost. Can you help me?
I suppose. The common room is free, but the beds are lousy. It's on the midship deck. If you want to sleep well rested, rent a room.
Okay, thank you for the help. I might have to look up what to do. I might have to look up what to do. Cause I don't like wandering around like this.
Hello.
Hello.
They're all eating dinner at Gary's. They'll still sell to you, though. Just ask him.
Now it says go back inside. And somebody's mad at me.
Hey there.
Hi.
Any trouble in this area?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up how to do this because I'm gonna get turned around and I'm gonna get nauseous while I'm trying to figure it out because I'm gonna feel
I'm
trapped.
looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
No. Have you seen any? Yeah, you have to tell me if you've seen a troublemaker.
The Mirelurks have been quiet lately.
Everything looks okay here.
When I'm gonna turn up the gamma, you guys really can't see shit. Do you have gamma brightness? Okay. You guys can at least see around us. So see, one would believe. Hi, Lissa. No, head pads were borked. So I had to turn them off. Hopefully they'll be back on Saturday. How are you? I'm okay. My throat hurts. So we're probably gonna end sooner than later. Even though I don't want to. Is there a way in? Hold on. There is. I did it! Chat! I don't know where I go. We're gonna die. I need to go up. Ew. I did it! Got some what for my throat? What? E? I had tea this morning, but it didn't really help. So what we're gonna have to do is that tomorrow I'm going to, have to not stream. So that I can, just have a full day of no talking. Excuse me. Just have to... No! Never mind. I have to go, like, around there. Okay. Yeah, we're probably gonna end here in a second. Well, we're already getting this, this frustrating, like, the thing where, we're, like, jittery now, right? Did this Mirelurk meet? We'll heal ourselves. Then we will save. Hi, Badger Love, how's it going? Come over here. You ever just make noises like that where you're mad and so you just open your mouth and go, I do all the time. I do all the time. Okay, I do apologize. We are gonna be stopping just because I'm getting motion sick and my throat hurt really bad. So we are going to raid Allness, who is our friend and a fellow possum. So please have a wonderful day. Eat something delicious, suck something you love. We'll be back on Saturday for some FPC fire break, and I hope you enjoy that. But I hope you have a wonderful night. Until next time.